Pardon me for that. Man, I'm tired. Ugh. Insomnia is such a pain. After my mom actually picked up my pups because I only had for a couple of days and I'm not gonna see them until next month, which basically means my birthday is less than a month away. Already missed my pups. It's just that with my clinical depression, it actually got me out of the way from even spending time with them and sleeping in the bed with them. I actually wanted to talk about a really serious topic that has been on my mind for quite a while. Besides just doing like other videos on this channel, like my One Piece reactions. And if you're basically new here, my name is Deon and I like dogs, of course, because I love my pups and I miss them already. I don't have any friends, and I thought, you know what, since it is gonna be like around the Christmas season, I thought it'd be kind of actually interesting to actually share this. So I know a lot of people made videos like this, and I'm sure this will get buried, right? Because no one really enjoys my videos because I kind of worry that I'm not gaining any growth whatsoever on my channel. People don't want to interact with me. No one likes to be my friend, and like Deon, you should just share how you feel. It's been like this ever since I left high school, right? Because how can I explain this? Like, basically, the other students don't want to take pictures with me, especially when I actually remember that there was like a handful of girls that actually were taking like selfies. I still have that played in my brain, by the way. They wanted me to take a picture of them, and they didn't want me to actually have them or me being involved in order to actually hang out with them. And I would walk around the stadium that we actually would graduate because we actually were at on the, I think it was the Phoenix Fair or something, not fair, it's supposed to be that stadium that we actually have, that's supposed to be near downtown. That's a ceremony, and I just noticed that no one really support me or really want to be friends with me. So, since high school, well, I actually, because I guess you could say school friends is not the same as like extra friends, even though I did walk with a couple of them, towards home, I suppose. I didn't have any real close friends growing up. And I thought since I am currently having suicidal thoughts and I do feel I want to kill myself because I feel I'm not important and that no one thinks I exist, I just this is how to share how I feel. So, how can I say this? Because I kind of want to do like an introduction that other creators are doing. Deon, take your time. Okay. This is hard because my brain is running like I guess you could say 1,001 miles per hour right now. Not having friends is really difficult, and the reason why I want to share this because when I see people that are going out, like if I'm actually going out to the store and walking around and whatnot. Let's just say if I go to Walmart, for example, because I don't do much where I live because I don't drive and I don't work. I never worked in my life. I know that seems a little bit of embarrassment, of course, because, you know, our mom actually takes care of us, right? No one really likes to be my friend. Acquaintances don't count, so to speak. And for me personally, I always had trouble just to actually build connections with people, especially since I have low functioning autism. It's really hard to actually just connect with other people. And it's been like this for as long as I can remember, so to speak. I would even try to make friends, let's just say, on gay dating sites. But unfortunately, a lot of those men that are gay or whatever, they actually want to have hookups. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm not into that because I'm asexual, right? And if you don't know what asexual means, it's a person that actually has a lack of sexual attraction towards people. This means they don't like sex. You know, we can like sex, but we're not sexually attracted to other people. I know it's weird. Like, I would not be like, I guess you could say turned on by anal or oral sex, so to speak. And I'm guessing, just actually say this, I feel really lonely right now. I do. I know this video is not as sad as other creators on YouTube, but let's actually start over from scratch here. People don't like to be my friend. No one likes to check up on me like on social media or that they wanted to actually just, you know, reach out to me asking if I'm doing okay and whatnot because people would either tell me that I should call a suicide hotline, I should seek professional help, so and so, and that, oh, things would get better. But the thing is that things don't get better though when you actually have a mental illness. So for me personally, when it comes to not having any friends, it's a struggle because you feel as though you don't exist, right? Even though people say they do care, but they don't. And for me personally, I've been not having any friends as long as I can remember. I was the weird person growing up, so to speak, and I apologize for not looking at the camera because with my autism, it's actually hard to do that. The thing is that for me personally, I was really the quiet yet introverted type of person. And, you know, I only had like, I guess you could say one friend growing up, even though he lived in other states, right? I apologize to keep repeating myself. It's my autism, I do that. His name was Joshua. I don't want to give out the last name. That's for private reasons. And we were really close growing up because my mom used to watch him a lot because my mom used to be a nanny. And my friend Joshua's mother was a millionaire because her, I think, great-grandparents or something, I don't remember, were founders of the U-Haul, not UPS. I got that wrong. And she actually lived in a wealthy, big house in Fountain Hills. And we used to do like a lot of stuff together because I remember growing up, he used to like playing Thomas the Train. He liked shrimp. Like, how am I going to explain this? He had like a little shrimp plushie as we got a little bit older. And he was really the outgoing type. He would talk to random adults when I feel embarrassed. Because I remember when we went to, well, actually, yeah, when we went to Paris, because my mom and I took first class, we basically went there to actually see him for, I think it was his 8th birthday, because I was 10 at the time, and this is when I actually missed like 5 days of school, because we were there for 9 days, and I would take my homework with me and study over there, and we would celebrate his birthday at the Disneyland Resort Paris Hotel. And let's just say that as a person that currently has no friends right now, acquaintances don't count, or talking to someone on the phone. Not really. Like, having friends is hanging out with someone. That's how I see it. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. Because the thing is, I guess when it comes to having a friend, they will still be considered as a friend, even if you don't see them for like a month apart. But the thing is, for me though, it's like basically seeing them, I don't know, like, at least like once a week and doing some activities with one another, watching Netflix together or playing on this Nintendo Switch. I don't know. That's how I see as a close friend. And walking around and doing things. But the thing is, for me though, I didn't have that for who knows how long, so to speak, right? And Joshua, he was the only close friend I actually had growing up because we did a lot together. Even though he was born here, the same state as me, he would always travel because his mother traveled a lot, and he was the only close friend I actually had at the time. So for me personally, people didn't like to hang out with me, so to speak, even like throughout high school, I guess. Well, in the campus, but whenever I walked back home, I didn't really do much. I mean, besides studying and doing homework or whatever, but the thing is, for me personally, no one really found me as a friend at the time, right? And the thing is, I remember growing up is that I even met this girl named Elsie. She was such an adorable girl that I guess you could say I consider her as a friend, even though we only hang out in school, because I met her at a gay straight, I don't know, well, I probably met her at another class. I forgot what class subject it was, but we would hang out at a gay straight alliance club, even though there are other like gay people that joined in. I think there was like 10 of us at first. However though, they actually lost interest and they didn't bother participating, and it was just me and Olsey that basically tried to keep the spirit alive, just to let the school know that there's nothing wrong with being gay, and that we should just be treated equally just like everyone else, because back then being gay wasn't as accepting at the time. Even though it was a bad stigma that it's all about hookups and basically looks and whatnot, because that's kind of a common thing. It's amazing how the gay community is still like this. Yet again, we want equal rights. It doesn't make sense. It does not. Even though I'm asexual, I prefer myself as asexual. I'm gay, but I prefer using the term ace, so to speak, right? Basically being homo-romantic, but I would go by ace. Um, I just don't know when's the last time I ever hang out with anyone, so to speak. Especially after that incident. She was not a friend, by the way, at acquaintance of mine that I actually talked about. After my mom actually dropped off the pups the other day, about how she wanted to call the police on me. She basically took advantage of me just because I'm a male, of course. I actually do have trust issues with people, and I just cannot see myself building connections with people, if that actually makes sense. I'm just like really, really depressed. That's why like, my brain is hurting right now because I'm in so much mental pain. I want to like release out my emotions, but I cannot. I know this video is not making sense. What I'm just trying to say is that I always wanted to have a friend, but no one ever wants to be friends with me, so to speak. I would get really jealous seeing people on social media that are doing activities or interacting with one another, or maybe there's like a public creator on YouTube that, you know, that this gets a lot of attention, right? I would feel so bitter because, like, yeah, you want that as well. You want people to actually accept you and even be liked. Nothing wrong with that because I would feel mentally healthier and happier if, you know, people actually like me to for at least I guess you could say who I am, but not what actually has happened in the past and being constantly cyberbullied and even being seen as a meme in the past. I don't want to go that far because it still gave me trauma at that time, and it's just really not good. I apologize. I'm so depressed right now because I guess because I just noticed that my birthday's next month, and you know I'm just having some bad thoughts because I didn't have a good birthday last year, and I didn't do much. I didn't really progress any further in my life. I can't even grow a YouTube channel. I know that seems a little bit stupid and pathetic to say because I just feel I didn't accomplish anything in my life. Like, Deon, you currently unfortunately have no friends. You have clinical depression. You have PTSD. You actually had to survive going to cyberbullying on YouTube and people doxing you on your live streams and just not wanting to actually build a connection with you. And I just feel so hurt because, like, why do I have to go through this? You know, like, it's just so hard for me. And I just had to say, for the ones that do have friends, please cherish them. Do not take them for granted because someone like me would be, happy to Buddha if we actually could even have one friend that we could actually rely on. So I apologize for not talking about because I'm just so mentally ill right now. I'm not happy. I'm upset because I feel like I didn't accomplish anything in my life because of the things that people told me in the past, especially rumors on the Discord that told me that, oh, Deon needs to be living, you know, in his mother's basement, which doesn't make sense to me. When he's 40, he'll bring his geeky clothes and he'll be getting his meltdowns in his live streams, and it kind of hurts me because there was a subscriber, I don't know why he even bothered coming back this whole time, that they probably want to see me having more meltdowns again and making fun of me, and I just don't understand why people hate me so much, right? Even though I did I had to start over for the third time, as a new YouTube channel because of all the cyberbullying. It just really gotten to me, and I think that's why I just feel no one would want to be friends with me because of something that actually has happened in the past or because of my autism. And even me being asexual, I figured out it's a huge issue, especially in the gay community because, well, I don't like sex, right? It's as though in order to actually be gay, you need to actually get penetrated and not enjoy it. I just don't understand how that's healthy. That's just inhuman. Honestly, let's actually accept that. So, you know, I'm not the type of person that people want to be friends with because I'm not entertaining. I'm boring, so to speak. People even told me in the past my voice irritates them or makes their ears bleed. And they even made fun of my face and told me that I'm an orangutan. Well, a couple of people did. And how, well, I just dress geeky. nothing wrong with that, but let's just say they told me I dress like a clown, and that I would never be able to, let's just say, even date a boy, I suppose. I've never been on a date before, of course. Even though I mean, that's okay. I don't mind though, want that experience, but I don't know. I just want to say that not having any friends is just exhausting. Like, I do like being independent, but it can only be so long. It's kind of as though you basically go a week without orange juice. But the thing is that part of me, that's part of my depression. I'm so tired because I'm not slept yet and it's already almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You need orange juice in order to actually have your immune system fighting the infections. But without the orange juice, it just gets worse. And that's how I feel right now, so to speak, because no one ever wants to be friends with me. No one thinks I exist. Even though I'll post on social media just let people know that I need my alone time, which obviously makes sense. I just feel no one would actually bother just paying notice that, okay, Deon's going through a lot because of his trauma and cyberbullying and this his isolation. But yet again, though, they're just interacting with other people online. And, you know, I would love to actually have a friend right now if I could. Honestly, but that's not going to happen. Because no one wants to give me the opportunity. The only friend I actually had growing up was Joshua, of course. I've not talked to him ever since, I think he graduated high school, or that his mother's friend passed away. I didn't went to the funeral because it was too much for me. I forgot why she passed away, though. But, I mean, I want to talk about it because it was a little bit much. Her name was Margie, if I actually remembered. And, you know, it actually affected my mom and I since she passed. And I think that's how I stopped hearing back from Joshua, even though... What was that? Oh, that... Did something fail? I apologize. I heard something. Oh, crud. It's one of the... things of the bathroom. No big deal. But, you know, it's just that, for me personally, I just feel that I don't belong anywhere. And that no one would actually give me the opportunity to be friends with me. I'm not repeating myself because I'm not, like I said again, I'm trying to, like, copy what... It's hard to express myself. I hate when people say be yourself because it's hard. And it's not that easy. Like, I want to kind of talk how other creators talk about not having any friends because they kind of do it professionally. But for me, since I have depression, it's hard for me to actually talk clearly because I'm so frustrated because life is really hard. And I guess the reason why I share this is because, okay, this is going to be a little bit weird. I apologize for getting off topic because I'm just wanting to show you that not having friends can be a struggle. That I think one of the neighbors, at least next door from us, was on the phone with a friend of his. I felt, I guess you could say envious, right? There's a difference between, well, envious and jealousy because of how, you know, he actually has someone to talk to, but I don't. If that makes sense. And I think that's why I feel lost. Like, I would love to talk to someone on the phone and them being able to hear about my problems, not this one way, so to speak, both ways, right? Like the yin-yang effect. If they're going to do something, that I'll definitely listen to them and they can listen to me as well. You know, I just don't have that. And it kind of sucks that I just don't have anyone that I can actually would count on as a friend because I don't know what being a friend means, if that actually makes sense, because no one wants to experience that with me, and it's hard because, like, Deon, you're gonna be 27 next month on Human Rights Day, and no one wants to be friends with you, and I feel upset because, you know, I tried everything, like, from going on those gay dating apps, I mean, just to make friends, right, nothing more than that. I would get blocked because of my looks, and that they only want sex, and I had to politely tell them no. You know, I'll get blocked anyway. And there's people just tell me that I'm kind of a psycho. That's why I always would just say, go off on walks, like every other day, going to the store, doing the same old over and over, and not having anyone to actually hang out with. And I guess I hate saying this, it's kind of driving me crazy because, like, I'm not doing anything in my life. I'm not. And I feel left behind. And it's hard not compare yourself to those other people. It's really hard because it's also those other people have it all. Even though they don't, but the thing is, they have friends, right? It doesn't matter if they even have mental illness. Like, imagine having a mental illness and not having any friends. It's still hard because you basically are on your own. And if you get to the point you want to commit suicide or cut yourself, then no one's going to actually would talk to you about it. And also, I'm supposed to be a year clean of cutting myself the day before my birthday. So, I just want to share this because I have not been feeling mentally well. I wanted to even upload more episodes of One Piece on my channel, but I don't. I might need to take like another day off or something. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm so upset. I might need to talk more videos about this because I'm just really upset because like Deon, you're like breaking apart and you're afraid to actually express your emotions because you probably get like another breakdown, and that's why a lot of people would film my live streams and making fun of me for it. You know, that's why I actually feel this way. So, I apologize, this may be a little bit much. It's just that I'm just so depressed, I'm tired, and I feel lost because no one wants to be my friend. They don't. It's hard. It's kind of like, I think his name is Shiki from Eden Zero that would beg people to be friends with him, but Rebecca said that you cannot just force someone to be friends with you. I don't want anyone to feel forced to be friends with me. No, I wanted to build, like, we could be chatting and then we could be acquaintances, and then if it gets to that point, then yes, we could be friends, but that's not going to happen anytime soon for me. And I just feel like my time is running out because I feel so pressured. Like that, my mom wants my brother and I to actually move our house, but I like it here, you know, it's not perfect. Just me, just being a year older next month, and not to mention New Year's coming up and seeing the fireworks as everyone's going to be celebrating and doing things together while I'll probably be sitting at home and not doing anything, and it's bothering me because I have done nothing in my life, and this is like a year ago and nothing has changed, and it's hard because when you have clinical depression, PTSD, social anxiety, acrophobia, it's really difficult. So I apologize to look at the camera. I'm just so mentally sick in the head right now. If I was popular, I would be happy. I know that seems silly, but like Deon, you need to be popular. Even though you don't need to be popular, but you feel that you do because you want to feel that you belong somewhere, at least on YouTube, because everyone else is just taking your spot. I don't know, that seems a little selfish. Oh, I just feel I want to exist, but I don't. I don't know. I'm so depressed. Like, this depression is not going to go away. So I apologize. I cannot think clearly. I'm so depressed. My brain is just... It's like someone's trying to squeeze an orange inside my head.